Sometimes it's moments like this. Sometimes you just need to be able to put a product on the floor that you believe in, that you can buy into. Sometimes you need reminder games that even if we are not playing our best, even if this season has been up and down, our ceiling, our ceiling is we can beat anybody in the NBA. And that is what they showed tonight. What the Denver Nuggets did after losing to the Washington Wizards just 2 days ago, an embarrassing performance. You find out right before tip-off that Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, both nursing separate ankle injuries, they need to take a night off. And instead of folding, instead of just allowing for one of the hottest teams, the second hottest team in the Western Conference, to just get another win and continue to hold serve in the Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets, meaning Aaron Gordon, Russell Westbrook, Michael Porter Jr., and honestly, elite defensive performers from Peyton Watson. Blacko Chanchar, really important minutes. Hunter Tyson made good minutes today. Spencer Jones off the bench for the first time this year makes impact plays. Michael Malone and the rest of that coaching staff put a legitimate game plan together and got the guys to believe in it, and they absolutely took it to the Golden State Warriors in, I think, one of the three most impressive wins of the year, given the context, y'all. This was a phenomenal game. Shout out Denver Nuggets. Hold serve, tied for the 2 seed in the Western Conference. This could be the catalyst for some special things this season. Wow. The Denver Nuggets beat the Golden State Warriors 114-105. Honestly, I am just so incredibly proud of how hard them dudes played tonight. Given that they literally could have just rolled over, could have just taken the L, but they didn't. They were the aggressor to start the game. They set the tone physically to start the game. The Golden State Warriors, even when the Denver Nuggets started this game off, playing bunch of wings. They didn't even have their guard rotation tonight. Like tonight, the Denver Nuggets, they come out with a starting lineup with Russell Westbrook, Hunter Tyson, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, and Peyton Watson. We haven't seen that this year. Not even close. And the Denver Nuggets held the Golden State Warriors to a 101.9 defensive rating today. And honestly, this might have been their best defensive performance of the year, given who they were playing against. That is amazing. That is amazing. Like, for the fact that the Nuggets were able to respond the way that they did and give up the kind of defensive effort they did today, yo, this was honestly such a great game. And I know everybody is absolutely just going aflame about what today was. The comment section is jumping, man. This was a great game. I'm honestly so encouraged that they were just able to muster the energy to put this kind of performance together, man. And I want to first shout out Aaron Gordon, y'all. You want to talk about a dog, a man's man, Mr. Nugget himself. 38 points for Aaron Gordon, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He had 7 turnovers. Him and Russ had 14 turnovers, but they were honestly dealing with tremendous ball pressure today. They had to make all the plays for the Nuggets today. 38 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. AG, 14 of 23 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Y'all, like, I know we've talked about this before. This has been a common theme. Y'all, but Aaron Gordon is having an insane season. Like, this dude is shooting over 51% from the field, damn near 45% from 3, and 80% from the free throw line, y'all. Gordon, you want to just talk about somebody that is just absolutely putting in great effort. And one of the things is, too, AG wants to play more, but AG's been dealing with the calf injury all year. But you get a chance to see, man, when Aaron Gordon feels healthy, and he's right, the Denver Nuggets are a different tier of team. Honestly, that might be the biggest storyline of the year so far among contenders. That one of the reasons the Nuggets have looked like they have is because they haven't had their best defender and their second best brute force inside the paint. And honestly, this season, their best off-ball three-point shooter in Aaron Gordon. They're missing all of that. He's their best weak side rim protector as well. He does all of those things at an elite level last year, and now this season as a shooter. And without him, the team has functionally been different and been worse. But Aaron Gordon, man, he was literally causing havoc inside the paint for the Warriors. Y'all, there was a period today in the third quarter where the Nuggets ended up getting 3 fouls on one possession. 3 fouls on one possession versus the Golden State Warriors because the Warriors just could not deal with their size. And it honestly was just such a testament to how aggressive Aaron Gordon was playing. Because he was just the biggest, the strongest, and best athlete on the floor tonight. And he played tremendous defense the entire game as well. And again, there needs to be something to be said. Peyton Watson, Russell Westbrook, and Aaron Gordon playing together, they're all really good. I would say Russ of the group is the worst because he's the oldest. Peyton Watson maybe is the best in terms of rim protection, but Aaron does a lot of other things at a very high level. Like for them to put all three of them on the court with Michael Porter Jr. and then you're subbing in Hunter Tyson or you're subbing in Zeke Naji or you're subbing in Spencer Jones, who we'll get to today. Like that's what it all is. It's the fact that you can put them on the court together and then you can find a way to make it all work. And Aaron Gordon was the glue to that. I mean, again, it cannot be said enough. Just an insane game for Aaron Gordon, for him to be able to put out 38 points in 37 minutes versus that team with Draymond Green on the other end of it and dominated the minutes on the court when he played today. Shout out Aaron Gordon. Michael Porter Jr., y'all, was the highest plus minus on the team. The Nuggets were a plus 20 in this game when he played today. And this is one of the things, man, Porter has consistently gotten a rap that he can't play without Jokic. But he came out hunting tonight. He came out hunting, looking for a shot and being aggressive. And even if he was shooting a couple shots that maybe he rushed a little bit in the first quarter, you love the process. He was trying to force the issue, knowing they were going to need scoring. Aaron Gordon gave you 38. And then you get Michael Porter Jr. with 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists and 2 steals. 7 of 18 from the field. But he was 4 of 8 from 2. He was only 3 of 10 from 3, but really good looks. 4-4 from the free throw line, and he got an offensive board that was big as well. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Aaron Gordon and Porter, conceptually, they have a very good chemistry together. There's a lot of stuff they can do together at a high level when they play because both of them can rebound, both of them can get on the board, both of them can space the floor for the Denver Nuggets now. I mean, honestly, like, it's there. And tonight was another showing that, like, when they're aggressive and they're hunting and they're confident. And on top of that, like they had to defend like Jonathan Kuminga, Jimmy Butler, Moses Moody, Steph Curry, Buddy Hield. I mean, there's a lot of players on that team that are trying to play very aggressive basketball, get downhill. They want to score. They want to create opportunities. And they responded to every single one of them. It honestly means a lot. It means a lot that you're getting this kind of performance from AG and Michael Porter, especially given where the just happened versus the Wizards. And again, like if Aaron Gordon was healthier this year, the Nuggets record would be better. I think that's fair to say. He's played 39 games this year. I just think that if they had him for 20 more of those games, they would have won at least 10 more games this year. Y'all, their record right now is what it is. The Denver Nuggets, they're currently sitting at 44 and 25. Like, just imagine if Aaron Gordon, who missed 30 games this year, instead of missing those, he plays 20 of them. They win 10 more games, and they're sitting at 54 and 50, like 54 and 15 or whatever else it might be. If they win 5 more games, 49 and 20, like, then we would be having a different discussion about the season. Because this is what he is. Like, he's a force for this team and for Nikola Jokic, for Jamal Murray, for everybody on the roster, man. Just a great game, man. I'm so honestly encouraged about what both of them did today. Michael Porter and AG deserve so much respect. And then Russell Westbrook, y'all. 12 points for Russ. He only shot 5 of 18 from the field, but he had some really important shots down the stretch of the game, but 16 assists. Per StatMuse, Russell Westbrook is the first player in NBA history to have the stat line of 12 points, 16 assists, 12 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks in a game. No one has ever done that other than Russell Westbrook. He played 42 minutes tonight at 36 years old. This is what it is. It's just Russ's ability to impact so many different things on the floor. This was by far his best passing game of the season. And he could have had more assists tonight, but the Nuggets couldn't convert every one of their looks. He could have had even more assists. 12 rebounds from a guard, it's a big deal. He led them in rebounding. 16 assists from a guard is a big deal. The playmaking was evident. The one-handed passes, the lead passes. Now, again, 7 turnovers. Him and AG, you have 14 turnovers. They had 14 of the 20 turnovers today. That's obviously egregious. And Russ had an 8th one that went off of Vlatko Cancar that Cancar got accredited to. Cancar had 3 himself. The Nuggets had 20 turnovers today, y'all. And again, but they also forced 20 turnovers on the Warriors because of the kind of defense they were playing. And Russ was a big deal of that. Like, when Russ was on Steph Curry today, and Steph Curry, again, this is an older version of Steph Curry. So I want to make sure I say that. I want to give credit. Like, you don't want to, Steph Curry's not him, prime Steph. But I felt very comfortable when Russell Westbrook was guarding Steph. I felt very comfortable when Peyton Watson was on Steph. Like, he has honestly just found money for this team. And I love how aggressive he played. And even down the stretch when he struggled to maintain the ball control, he still was not, he didn't rattle. And he stayed in the game. He stayed engaged, and he was able to hit, honestly, 2 really important shots down the stretch. And Russell Westbrook, Aaron Gordon, and Michael Porter Jr. today, when they were on the court, that was the difference in the game. Because they had something that the Warriors didn't have. Like Steph Curry today, horrible game. He had 20 points, but he was 6 of 21 from the field and 4 of 14 from 3. 7 assists and 7 turnovers. -7. Was horrible today, in a large part because of Russ. Like, when Russ was switched on to Jimmy, I think, had a good game. 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists and 2 steals and a block for Jimmy. Like, he played really well. But Russ, the thing is, he's so strong that his ability, and so fast, his ability to be able to play between Russ and between Steph and between Jimmy Butler and Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody, that made a difference. And I've said this for a while now. People have asked me about, if the Nuggets play the Warriors in a series. The Warriors would obviously make it a great series. And the Nuggets would have to earn every game. But in terms of the Western Conference of the teams that they could play against, the Warriors would be one of the best matchups for them. You saw on the thumbnail today, this is the Warriors' 9th straight loss to the Denver Nuggets. 9th straight. And in large part, because there's such a size advantage that exists for Denver, even without Jokic and Murray today, who are both bigger players at their position. Like, the Nuggets feel comfortable defensively versus them because they just don't have the same type of offense that will stretch them. And even the Washington Wizards in a regular season setting, not in a playoff setting. Like, Kuminga, diver, Moses Moody would try to dive, Jimmy Butler would try to dive, they'll try to get to the rim, but they're just so big. And when you add Russ into that and how physical he is, it's a different deal. And I want to say this, Nuggets fans too, and everybody else watching that's not a Nuggets fan. The Nuggets have the ability to beat the Thunder, beat the Warriors, to beat the Lakers, beat Memphis, beat the Rockets. But then on the other end, they have the ability to lose to the worst of the worst because that's where their ceiling and their floor is this year. But when they get to the playoffs, two things have to happen. They have to be healthy, and they have to be able to execute a high enough defensive game plan that they can play near their ceiling more times than not in a playoff setting. And they can do that. The will they is the question. Oh, yeah, by the way, on Player's Choice today, I said 100% the Denver Nuggets are winning this game. But a lot of that, Jokic and Murray. But again, it's just a matchup. Like, it's just a matchup. It's how they perform versus this team. Y'all, Peyton Watson today, man, didn't shoot the ball like super well. 5 of 8's good. Ended up being good. He was only 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Peyton Watson, y'all, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 blocks, and a plus 13. I'm on to bet that among all wing players, Peyton Watson might be the scariest player for Steph Curry to have to see at a rim, like consistently. We have been watching Peyton Watson block Steph Curry at the rim since April and March and February of 2023. Like, he just knows how to time step to the basket, his count. Like, when Steph starts to get to the rim, Peyton is just literally, he's flying everywhere. His defense was immaculate today. Again, he's not the best on-ball defender. My brother Mars is 100% right about that. That's not his best skill set. But what he is, he's an elite rim protector. And 4 blocks and more contests than that, it's really important. Like, and that was the Nuggets' 4 best players today. So their foursome were a plus 20 in Porter, a plus 14 in Watson, a plus 13 in Gordon, and a plus 5 in Russell Westbrook. And then Hunter Tyson, 4 of 9 from the field today, had 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. His rotation defense was really good in the first half. He played 19 minutes today. Zeke Naji, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Really good finishes today. Played good defense as well in time. Jalen Pickett hit, man, a huge 3 in this game off the swing. He was 1 of 4 from 3, had 3 points. Vlatko Cancar ended the game today, played 23 minutes, just his 8th game of the season, I believe. 5 points, including a monster offensive rebound in the second half today. Like, a monster offensive rebound. Maybe it might have been at the end of the second quarter. See if I can find it here. Yeah, it might have been in the third quarter. I can't remember when it exactly was. If CT's watching, CT definitely remembers. But Vlatko Cancar, he got a 3 at the end of the third quarter as well. That was huge. I mean, he had 2 buckets today that were like shifting. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all got to tune in. Definitely call this just based on how the season's going. That's just what it's been this year. Like, what is it, the 4th? Like, that offensive rebound was crazy. Over 3 Warriors and still put it in. And then hit a 3 off of Jalen Pickett. Just great minutes. And then, y'all, Spencer Jones today, y'all. Spencer Jones, 6 points, 1 rebound, had a steal, had a huge block on Jimmy Butler at the rim. Who is Spencer Jones? Where did you come from? Like, man, that dude came in the game and he played aggressive. Even with getting a few fouls here. Like, the dude was he was committed to doing his job. He was 3 of 4 from the field. He had good hands. He caught multiple very, very, very hot passes from Russ today. He rotated well. He guarded out in space well. And then when you got near the rim, he tried to body you. Honestly, like, that's a huge deal. He had 4 fouls today. Use them, young man. I mean, you got him. Use them. And so to get all of that kind of defensive energy today, I mean, the only person that I would say didn't have like the greatest defensive game was Porter. Porter got lost off ball a few times and ended up costing them some points. But, you know, there was a play where the Warriors were bringing the ball up And Aaron Gordon wanted, I think, Porter to go and guard Draymond Green, and he went to go. Draymond went to set a screen on Steph, but Porter didn't go with Draymond, and so AG tried to run out late, and Steph got a wide open three, and it's just like stuff like that, like, or he'll be staring at the ball, get beat back, off ball, and they'll get a cutter to the rim and all that. Like, he doesn't do that stuff well, but his on-ball defense was good today. Overall, man, the Denver Nuggets, man, this is a gritty win, and it keeps them in pace for the 2 seed. And you got a chance to get rest for Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and for Christian Brown. The Nuggets, 47% from the field, 36% from three. The Warriors, just 24% from three and 55% from the free throw line. The Nuggets had 25 fast break points, 18 second chance points, and 46 paint points today for Denver. The Nuggets had a 15-point lead at one point in time in this game as well. So everything that you could have asked for, man, like, they did it. The Nuggets today had 19 offensive rebounds without Jokic. 19 offensive rebounds. Aaron Gordon had 5, Hunter Tyson had 4, Russ had 4, and then Vlatko Čančar had 3. 19 offensive rebounds is absurd. 34 defensive rebounds. They had 63 rebounds. They out-rebounded the Warriors by 18 rebounds today and had 8 more offensive rebounds. That's how you win these games. You got to win on the hustle stats, and you got to take care of business in those capacities, y'all. Swipe again. Y'all know what time it is, man. What a win. Denver Nuggets are holding on, trying to get that 2 seed, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Locked On Nuggets will be tomorrow. We'll have a breakdown on this game. Y'all know what time it is. See you on the other side.